The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. Waiting. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch it.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Easy alert.
Mike, check. 59.
On first down, it's Stafford. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Vaughn, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Got a 20.
Come on, let's
Hurry.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Drill right, 22.
check.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, 70!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, watch the leg.
Stafford. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
180.
Mike 59.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. 11.
No.
Here's Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford now After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 70! Hey, red!
Stafford now to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Stafford now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal. Stafford. This is caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On the sneak, it's Stafford, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Caught left side by Hilton. A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Luck. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Get ready.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. 250.
59. Strip the ball.
Double right.
Strip that ball.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Five.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. 65 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
29 is the Mike 29. 12.
Out of the gun, Luck. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
Slam.
Zebra.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back to throw, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Monday.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
54's Mike.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Luck on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Luck. His throw incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down now, it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Luck on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 23-yard line.
54. Mike 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Certainly not what this offense wants to see. Andrew Luck down and appears to be in some pain. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Right there in the middle, 55. All day, dog.
Stafford on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check.
Now it's Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw on second down. Brissett caught left side by Funchess. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pull together. Switch. Showing it. Back. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Second down, Carney, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Set. Hey, come on. Double up. That's the way. Set. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They run with Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Come on, boy. Hey, give me your radar. Don't be scared.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at the 43. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10.
10. Rerun.
Now Stafford looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel.
Brissett sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Indianapolis.
Ready. Mike forward.
I got him.
Check. Lucky. Check four. Hatchet. Slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On first down, it's Hines. Shrugs him off. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Come on, set. Touchdown. Mike. You.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. To throw, Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Mike 29. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Lions 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Johnson running right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Here's Brissett. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
In your face.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
He goes, set, waiting.
Right there in the middle. 55. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Alert.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I smell fear in that offense.
Check, check. Front down.
They run again with Hines. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Kill. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a give, right side. Hines. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Check 31, check 31.
On third down, Carney. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Jim, 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 Jim. Jim, Jim.
Now a run with Mack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 37 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.